Oh, the Fantastic Four. You know, it's really sad when the only one that kind of looks the part anymore is the Thing. Even though he doesn't sound the part, he does not have his accent. I'm not a fan of the voice. I like the look, but I don't like the voice. Everything else, way off. Sue Storm, now the leader of the team, caressing her boy here, letting him know that it's going to be okay. Pedro Pascal is the worst Mr. Fantastic ever to be cast. This is not going to be Reed Richards. It's going to be some wimp. Not looking forward to this movie anymore. And I was, somewhat. Johnny Storm, pretty sure, more than likely, gay. They haven't come out and said it. But we already know he's not going to be a ladies' man anymore. And they wanted to bring him forward into a modern audience. And, I mean, they just have to have that in there. One of them has to swing the other way. So I'm thinking it's going to be Johnny. We'll see, though. That's speculation, by the way. I'm not saying anybody has said that. But, I mean, this is a modern Marvel movie. So I wouldn't be shocked by it. But like I said, that's speculation. Nobody has said that. But if I go see this movie and he has a boyfriend, I will not be shocked at all. So the cope continues with this movie. They tried to say that the tickets were selling out. They were going insane, crashing websites. The only proof we have of that is Down Detector and 12 hits. Apparently, this is the movie that crashes Fandango and ticket sales sites. Not Spider-Man No Way Home. Not Deadpool and Wolverine. No, it's the Fantastic Four. A brand that has done nothing in years. Marvel tried to bury this brand, but sure, yeah. They just happened to come back and rock the sales charts. We'll see. The opening for the movie will tell that story. I can tell you one thing, though. Marvel was scared. That's why they put the tickets out 2 weeks or so before the Superman tickets went on sale. And from what I've seen, Superman has a lot more hype behind it. It does. But here's CVR doing its job. This is the most important takeaway from the Fantastic Four First Steps pre-sales success. The Fantastic Four's family dynamic is beloved. No shit. That's what people like about them. They're really called the first family. However, I'm not so sure this is going to have that family dynamic because we already know Sue Storm is lead. This is a feminist-led family. By the way, the actress playing Invisible Woman in this movie, not a fan of this old one here. Now, this actually looks, say what you want about the movie, okay? But this looks a lot better. Like, just this picture. You got Sue embracing Reed Richards, looking at him with a sparkle in her eye. And then here, you have her caressing her boy. I don't know. The energy coming off of this movie is just not grabbing me. I like the world that they've built, but the tone of it is way off. The only real draw now to me is Galactis. And we don't even know how much he's going to be in the movie. This could be a total lie. Because I don't know if I trust Marvel anymore. We already know there's like another villain in this movie. And I wonder, is he in this for 5 minutes like Red Hulk was in the Captain America movie? Because remember, in Captain Falcon, the marketing pushed up Red Hulk big time. Like he was the big deal. He's going to be a major part of the movie. He was in the movie for 5 minutes. And I'm not making that up. He was a big part of that marketing. Like he was going to be in some huge battle or whatever. He was in the movie for literally 5 minutes, if it even was 5 minutes. I can tell you this, though. It will be fun to at least have DC versus Marvel. And as much as James Gunn wants to put that off and say it's not true, it absolutely is. This is going to be a DC versus Marvel moment, which will be kind of fun. Now, maybe they're both terrible movies. We'll see. I'm kind of looking forward to Superman a little bit more. I thought the last trailer that they put out yesterday has some issues, but it looked a hell of a lot more fun than Fantastic Four. I have tickets to that movie, so we'll see if it's good or not. I'll let you know before it even comes out because I have those early access tickets that I got through Amazon Prime. So I'll tell you if it's good or not. Whether or not you want to take that advice is up to you, but I'm wondering, man, Marvel, they just seem kind of scared of this movie, which is crazy because they'll have the momentum because Superman will be 2 weeks old when Fantastic Four drops. But if Superman comes out and it's a banger and then they go see mediocre modern Marvel piece of shit, I don't think that that's going to work out very good for them. So time will tell, man, but Marvel does seem kind of scared. There's a lot of puff pieces coming out about Fantastic Four, more than usual. Some fake-ass FOMO with the rush for pre-tickets that they put out before Superman's tickets dropped, and which that's wild because Superman drops before Fantastic Four. I think that's the earliest they've ever put out tickets, and I could be wrong on that, but I think that's the earliest they've ever put out pre-sale tickets. Because usually it's around a month before the movie comes out. So it's just wild to see them do this stuff. I think they're scared because Fantastic Four needs to be a hit. If this movie is poorly received, that's going to be a bad sign for them because they have nothing until Doomsday. This movie needs to create some kind of hype for that movie. It needs to be good. What else is there? Ironheart? Nobody gives a shit about Ironheart. That Vision show? I hate to say it because I like Vision, but nobody gives a shit about Vision either. They haven't done anything with him since WandaVision, and nobody even watched that show. As far as most people know, he's still dead. By the way, there's buzz now that Superman could open at 100 million domestic. And that's 100 million plus, by the way. If it does good internationally, you could see this movie hit 300 million its opening weekend. That's possible. And that would be really good for Superman. I'm not so sure Fantastic Four pulls that off. I think that Silver Surfer girl shit they're doing is going to turn people off. Feminist 4, led by Sue Storm, I think is going to turn people off after they see it. I mean, they've already confirmed it, but a lot of people aren't paying attention to this shit. So they're going to walk in and see this and be like, what the hell is this? This isn't Fantastic Four. I mean, we'll see. Maybe people will love it. Maybe they'll love it. I'm not so sure. Thunderbolts was well received. Nobody watched that. And before you say, well, this is the Fantastic Four, so what? Fantastic Four haven't been relevant in a long time. And that's Marvel's fault. That's Marvel's fault. Now, they tried to do the same thing with the X-Men, but the X-Men are in a little bit different space because of the fact that the Fox movies were pretty well loved, and despite the fact that they tried to bury those characters when they were having their little spat with Fox, the stories are so well received and loved by people that when they brought them back, I mean, people pretty much embraced them. And they brought them back with a big bang. X-Men 97, and then you had Deadpool and Wolverine. So they're in a much better place. And even when they were trying to bury them, Fox was making bangers like Logan, Deadpool. So as much as they tried, it didn't quite work out as well. So we'll see. But Marvel seems kind of scared, man. They seem scared to me. That's why you're seeing the puff pieces here get ramped up. Before you go, if you like comic books, I've got one. It's a fun 60-plus page comic, action-packed. All we're trying to do is entertain you with this bad boy, the Mighty Golden Patriot. Go over to Ripasend. There's a link in the description. You can check it out. We got 4 great covers here. But say you just want to jump in on the book, you want to save some money, you can get Cover D for $17. Check it out. Link in the description. We got lots of stuff over there, merch, slabs. Check it out, posters. And before you go, please comment, like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
The year is 1945. World War II rages from the halls of Buckingham Palace to the shores of the Nile River. Even now, the clash between freedom and tyranny is about to boil over. Somewhere in North Africa, 2 American flyboys are soaring high on a reconnaissance mission, searching for clues to a peculiar new obsession with the occult gripping the Nazi high command.